In North Korea, they are pirating the 2026 World Cup matches. Attention, North Korea is pirating the official broadcast and retransmitting the 2026 FIFA World Cup on its state television. They are even showing uncensored Coca-Cola and McDonald's commercials. That's right, guys, this news is 100% real. North Korea is broadcasting the World Cup. North Koreans are watching the World Cup. Incredible, but true. In fact, we're being told here, North Korea is pirating and rebroadcasting the entire Soccer World Cup. And despite the lies every year, the broadcast shows Coca-Cola and McDonald's ads without any problem and even visible references to the United States during the matches. Look, I mean, this is in North Korea and you can see the McDonald's logo here. Wow, I love it. Look at this, guys. I mean, totally real Coca-Cola. Just look at that. Impressive. Guys, these people are watching the World Cup. And yes, look, here's the logo and everything official from the North Korean network. Now, this isn't new. This isn't something unusual. In North Korea, they pirate the matches. And people in North Korea can watch the Champions League for free. La Liga, the Premier League, and many more sporting events. Really, and now I'm going to show you. Because here they tell us, the Premier League has been broadcast in North Korea for years. Nothing to do with the story they're telling here? Well, it was a story they made up, where they said, news. The North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has agreed to broadcast Premier League matches in the country, but under some strict conditions according to The Guardian. The matches will not be broadcast live. Instead, they will be edited before being aired. Any footage showing South Korean players will be removed. Each match will be shortened to 60 minutes instead of the usual 90 minutes. All visible English text in the stadium shown through the broadcast will be covered with North Korean graphics during editing. Any scene showing LGBTQ+ symbols will be edited out. And in fact, they told us that here. I mean, for years, the Premier League has been broadcast in North Korea. But keep in mind, it's illegal, it's pirated. But look, they're telling us here. Here, you have a Manchester United versus Liverpool match from the 2019-2020 season. With Marshall and Alexander-Arnold. Just look at this. I mean, match. Broadcasted by North Korea. Pirated, obviously, right? Because they don't pay a single cent. They pirate the broadcast. I imagine they get it from China. They probably get it from the Chinese and pirate it. Now, let's see more because this isn't everything. Cristiano Ronaldo during the broadcast of an Italian league match on North Korean television. The media has often said that Koreans, or rather North Koreans, don't know anything about foreign soccer. But the reality is quite different. Every day they broadcast international matches. Obviously pirated matches, but yes, this is true, guys. It's been reported. North Koreans watch soccer. In fact, here we have more footage. Bayern Munich 8, Barcelona 2. And that's not all. We have video of the last goal Coutinho scored against Barcelona, broadcasted by North Korean television on April 21st. Yup, Goring. This is real, guys. I mean, this isn't a joke. This is North Korean television. What do they show? Incredible but true. These people watch soccer matches. Incredible. Now let's see what they tell us here. Pay attention.
In North Korea, they are rebroadcasting FIFA matches. We're talking about the most isolated country in the world. Well, apparently North Korea can't live without the empire. And according to reports, in that country, they're using pirated streams to be able to show the matches there. And the worst part is that they're not censored. They're even showing the most famous fast food franchises from the United States. And also the most famous drink in the world. The matches are being broadcast on state channels. So the government itself is showing things from the empire to its people. It wouldn't surprise me if these same people are so crazy that they could tell their own people that North Korea is participating in FIFA, and most likely they would make up a match where they say they won the World Cup.
Well, there's a small detail. Two interesting details. First, North Korea has participated in 2 World Cups, the first one in 1966, and that's not all. So you can get an idea, North Korea was this close to beating Eusebio's Portugal. In fact, I think they were winning 3-0. Let me look up North Korea versus Portugal 1966. Because I think the match was 3-0 at one point. But here it says that on July 23, 1966, Portugal defeated North Korea 5-3 in the quarterfinals of the World Cup in England. Quarterfinals in one of the most historic matches, the North Koreans even had a 3-0 lead. Guys, North Korea was this close to knocking Portugal out of the 1966 World Cup, which until 2006 had been their most historic and iconic participation. Well, for Portugal, by far, until 2006, with Cristiano Ronaldo and Luis Figo when they reached the semi-finals and even beat England. I mean, it was simply a historic World Cup for Portugal, but in this 1966 World Cup, Portugal was just about to be eliminated by North Korea. It was absolutely crazy. Now, North Korea's second World Cup was in 2010, where, by the way, they actually sent fake Korean fans. It's no joke, guys. It's no joke. Here it says, during the 2010 World Cup in South Africa, where, let's see, I think North Korea lost all their matches. I think they lost 2-1 against Brazil. Incredible, 2-1 against Brazil. Then they lost 7-0 against Portugal. And then I think they lost 3-0 against Ivory Coast, if I'm not mistaken. No, I'm not so sure. But anyway, here they tell us North Korea hired Chinese citizens and actors to pretend to be fans at their matches, since the North Korean regime didn't allow their own supporters to travel. Guys, they paid actors. This is no joke, they paid actors. Seriously, I mean, those people who were there supporting the North Korean team at the 2010 World Cup in South Africa weren't North Koreans, they were paid actors. Unbelievable. I mean, just so you can grasp the craziness. But anyway, well, another interesting detail about North Korea is that they're really good at women's soccer. That's why when people say, just imagine if they lied to their people and told them that North Korea is the world champion. Guys, they don't need to lie to them. I mean, I'm not saying they don't do it, maybe they do, but they don't need to. It's enough to say that women's soccer is crazy. Is it as important as men's soccer? Is soccer important? You can't help being impressed by North Korea's achievements, since I think North Korea just won a Women's World Cup. Women's World Cup 2026 North Korea, or I don't know if it was 2025, one second, let's see. Here they're telling us blah 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 under 20. No, I think it was 2025. I'm not sure. There was a World Cup, they're telling us. The North Korea national team was crowned champion of the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup 2025 after defeating the Netherlands 3-0 in the final held on November 8 in Morocco. In fact, in women's soccer, North Korea is a powerhouse. It's no joke. Especially in youth categories because they can't participate in the senior category. Can they? No, they can't. They've been suspended for quite a few years now. But yes, as incredible as it may seem, in North Korea, they watch soccer. And not only that, please, pay attention to the subway stations. Look at this. What do you see on the screen, guys? What do you see on the screen? Oh, that's weird, isn't it? What is this? This is a Barcelona match, if I'm not mistaken, right? This is the Camp Nou. And here are the North Korean fans watching the matches at the subway station. Incredible, guys. Impressive. Who would have thought? I would like to know what you think and what your opinions are about all this. The news is real. In fact, they're telling us here. North Korea is broadcasting the 2026 FIFA World Cup matches by illegally intercepting foreign satellite signals, since they do not have the official rights granted by FIFA. State television rebroadcasts the matches with a delay, even showing ads from American brands like Coca-Cola and McDonald's. Okay, there you have it. I would like to know what you think. Incredible what North Korea is doing, right? What a country. See you next time.